little bit. So you're able to basically split him right down the middle through his head, and he kind of peels away a little bit, and then gurgling blood, and teeth kind of fly, and he falls dead. Sorry, my on and on run-on description of a tragic death. So.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my move action and run up the stairs.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity as you run up the stairs. Actually, yeah, I guess it still would count because you're leaving one adjacent square to go to another, so that would definitely be considered running away. So
even if you...
Yeah, even if you're disengaging. I mean, even though it doesn't really technically state it, I'm looking at a sort of like a realistic type of view. Yeah, I would definitely say you would invoke an attack of opportunity. So, but seeing that we haven't gone through this yet, I will let you stay here if you would like to not take one. I'll let you stay towards the top of the stairs of the escarpment.
Now if I'm at the top of the stairs, am I still like 5 foot down, or am I?
No, you're at the top. I'll let you be at the edge until I'm sure there will be a little bit more clarification on it. Attacks of opportunity when the player handbook comes out next month. So no big deal.
I was thinking that since that was like the middle of the stairs, he was still 5 foot down. So if he was going to attack, it'd be like over his head. He'd be almost like attacking a prone person. Yeah,
the basic rules really don't. There's really not a whole lot on attacks of opportunity. I mean, nothing really takes an attack of opportunity except for running away. So, I mean, even you can shoot a bow point blank on a target. You're going to shoot it at disadvantage, but at least you don't take the attack of opportunity anymore. Same goes for spells. So if you're casting Ray of Frost or anything like that, anything with an attack hit roll, you're just going to roll it at disadvantage. That's penalty enough. There's no need to take that attack of opportunity anymore, which is actually what I like. But as of right now, we'll just say that you stop there, and so because we haven't really dealt with that yet, and until we get more descriptive rules from the PHB when it comes out next month, we'll kind of just keep it like the other editions, So, all right. So you're able to make it up to the stair. You're not 5 feet down. You're actually literally towards the top of the stairs, and as you get to the top of these stairs, I'm going to go ahead and uncover a little bit more for you, Edward. And you can actually see that as you start to get up there, you can see another goblin that is a little bit larger, but he is in a heavier type of armor. And in the back of the room, you can actually see... actually, give me a perception check.
Okay, I had to look it up real quick.
No problem.
+3.
$18.
You are able to notice that you see Sildar Hallwinter, the gentleman that was escorting Crag's cousin back at Neverwinter when you seen them depart a couple days before you guys left out. And he appears to be badly beaten, almost to the point of almost being unconscious. And you can see that the goblin is actually going over towards him, and it looks like he's gonna. You don't know if he's gonna strike him, if you don't know if he's gonna grab him or what. So, but the larger goblin back here does look like he is approaching him, and he's right around here. I'll put down in fact I'll put down a token for you. We'll say that he's basically right here, and he does looks like they've beat the shit out of him actually.
All right.
Good. So Crag, you're up now.
Okay, noticing that Stormwolf got hit by an arrow, shoulder or something, I start rushing up, channeling divine energy, and I move to right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast one of my new spells.
Ooh, what new spell are you going to cast?
It's my Channel Divinity Preserve Life, and it lets me choose one or more creatures within 30 feet to heal. I can distribute up to 10 hit points between the targets. I'm going to heal Edward for 6 and Storm for 4.
Nice. That's the one where it gives you 5 hit points to level, right? And you can do once.
Which one?
The Channel Divinity, you're healing, where you channel the life. That's the one where you get 5 hit points to level, right? Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like that.
I can't heal people more than half of their maximum hit point total, though. So
that is a new mechanic, because in the public playtest that wasn't like that. So I do like that. There's been some good changes, some very positive changes since the last public playtest back on October 14th. So
the arrow pops out of my back and the wound just completely heals over like nothing was there.
Like a turkey pop-up timer. Exactly. Just the no. Actually, the wound cauterizes what the arrow is stuck in you now. Anything else for you, Crag?
No, that'll be my turn for now.
Alright.
Because I can't see up there.
As for me, I pull the arrow out and the wound pretty much just disappears like it was never there.
Alright, so Edward, you do notice that this large goblin does walk over to... it looks like the badly beaten Sildar, and he does yell, "Stop the attack, or I will kill the human." So we're gonna kind of RP this out a little bit now.
He speaks in common?
Oh yeah, he's speaking in common, that's for sure.
Wow, that's kind of new for...
Yep, he is definitely speaking in common.
I call it, what human? Show me this human you speak of.
I'm gonna holler back at everybody, put your weapons down, keep them at the ready, but we'll stop the attack. What is it that you want?
Hey Dave, can we move out of this corner here and move up closer?
Not until you're... Basically what's happened was Edward put his hand up and said, "Hold attacks." Is basically what he's doing right now, because he's the only one that can actually see this goblin, so I'm doing the dialogue with him. So, and this is part of the actual goblin's turn. So basically all you hear Edward saying is, basically hold the attack. So basically the goblin tells you, "Clark wants the head. I want the head of the boss man." Actually, it's his name is Yemek, I'm sorry, and he basically tells you that he wants the head of Clark, and he wants to make a deal. He will not kill the human, as he does have a pretty big weapon in his hand. It looks like he could easily smash Sildar's head in, and he tells you that he wants to make a deal and kill Clark, and I'll let the human live.
We already killed Clark, so all you want is his head, and you will depart from here.
You kill Clark?
Yes, we've already killed Clark.
Yemek want proof. Yemek want proof. Go get his head.
So I'm gonna holler back down the stairs and say, "Hey, they want the head of the bugbear back there. If somebody will go back and get it, we can stop this fight and maybe save Stilgar's life."
"Clark took my cave, and I want it back."
Well, it's clear. You can go ahead and go grab it if you want.
You really killed Clark?
Yep, we killed him, so I guess
Yeah,
I
he
could...
died like a bitch.
I guess I could run back and get Clark's head and then bring it back.
Okay, you give me money and Clark head, and I let go human.
What do you mean money? All of a sudden now you're trying to change the deal?
I told
Wait
you
a
money.
second.
What are you talking about?
No, you said you wanted his head. That was it.
And he starts to... 25 gold! Clark head! And this pitiful human, he can go.
25 gold? That human's not worth 25 gold.
Okay.
Maybe
So
he
takes the weapon.
Copper, maybe.
He takes it back, and then he goes, "Don't." And then actually, Sildar, he starts to come to a little bit, and he says, "Don't trust this goblin. He'll betray you." He seems to have a. You met him back in Neverwinter, and he seems to be a noble type of gentleman. He's probably in his mid-50s, and he tells you not to trust Yimik. And he actually looks pretty badly beaten.
Okay. Oh, hold up for a second. Let me go get Clark's head and bring it
and
back.
Yimik is like, he's got his weapon. It looks like he's fixing to drive it home on Sildar.
Could I move up the stairs?
Well, let's go with Kadojo, seeing that it's his turn. I'm going to let you do some actions now, Kadojo, whatever you'd like to do. And the two goblins up at the top, they have lowered their bows as well.
Okay.
Well, you can't see it. I mean, you see 3 dead goblins in front of you. But now as you round the corner and you're in this main chamber and you can look up the 10-foot slope of the escarpment, now you can see several goblins up there with their bows. They do have arrows knocked, but the bows are down to their sides, and you can't quite see anything else.
Okay, Dave. Can I create 3 magic darts but hold them over my head and just have them ready to shoot just in case they start pulling back their bows?
I will let you ready an action, so you're wanting to ready magic missile?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your official trigger that is going to make you trigger that? So you have to give me an identical situation of what happens for that reaction to fly.
Can I see the big goblin in the back next to the human?
No, you can't. You can't.
Okay. Then
you can see the two that are standing up closer to the ledge, of course. Yeah, you could definitely see them too.
That one I just pinged, if he starts drawing back his bow and is ready to fire, then I'll launch my 3 magic missiles at him. All 3.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Damn, overkill.
Jambo, what are you doing? Jambin. Sorry.
I'm just going to move myself here. I'm just going to keep my bow's going to stay lowered, but kind of like prepared to pull it up and loose an arrow if anything happens.
Okay.
With the other goblin, not that.
But this one here. So you're ready in action on this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of eyeing the situation, this goblin here, I'm going to move on as well. This goblin here, that was actually pointing at you and yelling at you, he points at you again and he goes, and Kadojo, you can tell that he's saying you need to practice shooting that bow because you are horrible. He has never seen anyone shoot a bow as horrible as you, human. That's basically what he says.
I look at him
translate
and
that.
say, "Come again."
That's like Dirt trying to say Caravicus on Saturday night.
I say to the
Can you
goblin,
repeat that again, Dirt? I'm sorry, Dirt. Your microphone is breaking up. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
I just stare at the goblin and say, "Excuse me, but if you could speak common, say it in common, because I don't freaking understand a single word you're trying to say to me, goblin."
And then you hear a louder roar, but you don't see where the voice is coming from. And you hear someone say, well, definitely another goblin, but you hear him say, "You're a horrible shot, is what he says. Alright, so I've got a couple actions that are readied as well on my goblin, so it's going to be like a gunfight at the OK Corral.
Mexican standoff.
Yeah. So, Eamon, we're back up to the top of the order. We'll do this for, because Edward basically, I guess Eamon, you go ahead and go, and then Edward, you can take off now. We'll just kind of fast forward a little bit. Is anyone going to do anything while we're here so we can, is anyone going to, you guys, because you guys are just kind of staring, each side is staring one another down.
I might have something.
Hang on.
Sure.
I call up in Goblin and ask where the other one is. There were two in this party. Where's the second? Where's the second one?
Oh, and you say this in Goblin? Okay.
Yeah, I say this in Goblin.
I'm going to send you a tell, Kadojo.
Okay.
Because I feel that does warrant a tell.
I am going to just move that one square from one side of this cavern to the other. I'm going to notice everyone that's in my party getting a little antsy and prepared to fight but not fighting, so I will also prep my bow and arrow in case things start flying. I can be ready, but I'm not going to move in such a way that the three on the top can see me. I'm just going to stay right here.
Okay, so that's what basically is what the leader has talked to you in Goblin.
All I can imagine is Tasmania whenever this happens.
Damn Ewoks. So basically, the
Okay,
Goblin leader has told the mage
so I guess
that
we all just wait until the head comes back.
the dwarf and the map are
Edward was
gone,
going to get the head, or
and that he has been taken to the castle. So several, I'd say probably about a minute and a half goes by, and then Edward comes back in with this, big old bugbear head dripping, got blood and some veins dripping off of the head. So you are now back, Edward. We'll go ahead and let you, whatever you want to do. However you're going to handle this, sir.
Well, I'm going to walk up here and walk up right next to this goblin.
Okay, so you stand next to Yemik.
And I'm going to take and, hold the bugbear head up and say, here's his head, here's Clark's head, now release the human.
As you raise the head up, the goblins actually, as they're, they kind of part, they kind of separate a little bit for you, so you can walk closer to Yemik, and they seem to be ecstatic that Clark is dead. And then Yemik tells you that I will fulfill my end of the bargain. Well, goddamn, I got the worst voices for these damn characters, but he does tell you that I will honor my end of the deal, and you may have the human. Now leave my cave.
Well, what happened to the other human, or the dwarf that was with him?
I told one down there speaking Goblin.
Okay.
Someone in your group of adventurers can speak Goblin, and I told him. No, he doesn't say that. And basically, he tells you that the dwarf that was accompanying this human has been taken to the castle, and he's been basically been taken there, and his map has gone with him as well.
Okay, I'm going to reach over and help Sildar up, and we're going to go back down the stairs.
Basically, what he tells you is King Groll has came and gotten the map and the dwarf. and he told us to do what we wanted to with this pitiful human. And he kicks Sildar one more time for the road, and then he says, "He's all yours. Now leave my cave." Anyone there?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We're going down the stairs.
I hope they finish this and kill the goblins. That would be awesome. I hope they do that. I hope they just don't leave the cave. All right. So you do have the human in your possession.
Is he safe now?
Yeah, he's definitely safe. Sildar's safe. I mean, he can barely walk, man. He's in really bad shape. He's busted up. You know, his mouth is bleeding. He's got cuts on his head, and bruises on his arms, his legs. Looks like he's been beat pretty bad.
Okay.
What do you think, Joe? What do you think?
What are you guys doing?
Should we do it?
So where is the human right now?
Yeah, could you move him down for us? Like, put him somewhere?
Sure, I'll move him down there for you. Just give me 1 second.
I'm noticing what's going on from a distance, but I'm still maintaining my my stealth in this little cavern here.
Yeah, and another thing about Sildar is he's not moving too hurriedly. I mean, he's, like I said, he is busted up. So so Yemek, he starts to throw
from a
commands.
distance and very quietly. I'm trying to get one of their attention to get him to come my direction, as if they were shooing him down the hallway.
Oh, as to get Sildar down the hallway? Okay.
Yeah,
Sildar,
like,
I'm sorry.
As if they were protecting him, letting him go first, and then they were going to back out. So I'm trying to motion to him to come over here to me.
Okay. So Sildar, he does move over there towards you.
Okay, David, at this point, as soon as he's out of line of sight for most of the goblins, I'm going to go ahead and attack with my magic missile.
Okay, well, he didn't pull his bow up, so you won't be able to get your reaction, because it has to be, like you stated, if he pulls his bow up, then I release my reaction. So
okay, well, what I'm going to do is, as soon as he gets close to me, I'm going to push him in this corner, and like we're going to switch position, and
so you push him and he takes 1 damage and falls unconscious. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Can I initiate combat?
It is. Let's see. We'll go back up to the top of the order, which would be your turn. So.
Well, if he's unconscious, he at least can't move out.
He's not unconscious. I was just joking around. So, what do you do? I mean, what do you tell Sildar? He kind of saw you. Saw you shushing, right?
Well, as he gets close to me,
what's up, Zovia?
I just kind of grab him by the shoulder, and I push him into. We switch place. I push him in there, and I basically tell him to just stay here, and then I'm gonna move out for an attack.
Okay.
So we're gonna switch places. He's gonna get in this little cove that I'm hiding in, and my intent
so go ahead
is to join the group right there.
Put him right here.
I can pop out here.
Sildar kind of plops down on the wall and kind of just looks like he kind of just goes incoherent and kind of passes out. Doesn't look like he dies or anything, but.
And as soon as I move, my intent is to move where I did, and if possible, initiate combat with the first shot.
All right. Is that what you want, bud? All right.
Can I shoot at that one?
You most
Can I
certainly
see
can.
When I move in? Can I see him?
You can see him. He's
well
standing
enough?
there. Yeah, he doesn't have a weapon up or anything. So.
Ooh.
Could this be considered a surprise attack?
No, because because you guys have been standing there. It's sort of been like a tense situation, a Mexican standoff type of situation. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, but they didn't know I was here. It's a surprise for me.
Oh, they knew that you were there.
Or they knew I was in that corner the whole time?
They knew that you were there. Yeah, because the goblins were barking up orders to the other, and plus you were jumping out into the hallway as well, shooting and then ducking back down. So yeah, they knew.
And weren't you talking to him in Goblin?
No, that was me.
No, that's Kidojo. He can speak Goblin.
I knew the bottom ones did, but
yeah, they could see you on the escarpment.
alright,
But
doesn't
sure,
matter.
you can still get an attack. That's definitely a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage, and you wanted to attack the one closest to you, right? I think you said.
Yeah, the green one up front. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fucking
Now,
surefire Ammon.
Do I get the bonus for? Does it count that he's within 5 feet or not?
No, because he's 10 foot down the escarpment. So,
That's 10 foot up. Okay.
Yeah.
I just the square confused me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's a sure shot with a shot, but he can't do a goddamn skill check to save his life.
Yeah, he's a bumbling
Yeah.
idiot, but he's a bumbling idiot that never misses.
Mama told me I wasn't the smartest, but I sure was the strongest.
I have practiced about hitting things with these crossed eyes all my life.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, there we go. I started combat. 6.
All right. So an arrow lunges right into the goblin, and you hear someone saying common, "You will all die now, traitors!
Traitors.
I will put your heads along with Clarg's in my
Your
cave."
allies.
But you made a deal, man. Goblins have chivalry, man.
Right.
Like hell.
It's a eunuch, anyways.
Never trust a goblin?
Alright, so, Edward, you're up now.
I'm gonna
Look,
walk
I was
up.
smelling what they were cooking, and that's not anything good.
Definitely smelt like crap, that's for sure.
And attack.
Get it? Get it? Wrestling reference there? Yeah, okay, never mind.
You can also attack as well, even though you're towards the top of the stairs. You can still attack. The goblin's feet are
22 versus armor class.
You definitely hit him.
You slice his legs
8
off.
slashing damage.
Yeah, you definitely do a lot of damage to this goblin, and he's in bad shape.
Like, I just got the image of his legs flying off, and then the commentary from the Black Knight and Monty Python starting.
It's just a flesh wound.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Come here, I'll bite you.
Your legs are off. No, they aren't.
So yeah.
He says, "But your legs are off, you dumb bastard," or some. I'll do you.
I
He says,
definitely
"I'll do
see.
you."
I definitely know which YouTube video we're gonna be watching.
What are you gonna
during
do?
break.
Bite me to death?
Crag, you're up now. Looks like you've definitely pissed off old Yemic. I don't know if it's really gonna matter though. He's only got 2 stooges left.
Oh, it's my turn. Shit.
Welcome to the 5th edition game tonight, Clark. Crag.
I don't know if that's considered an action or not.
Rush up the stairs, and I'm gonna smash this guy in the face.
Okay. So same thing with that I just did with Edward. You were adjacent. You went to another adjacent square. Seeing that I've already talked to Edward about it, I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity. So, I know that you were going to take it anyway. So,
You damn right I was.